Okay, we're on. Hi, everybody. How you doing? It's Uncle Bruce here with Stock Markets with Bruce. How are you? Hair a little mussy, but what the hey. Look, today's date is Wednesday, May the 20th, and right about now, it's just after 1 o'clock Eastern Time, 1:15 Eastern Time. And I wanted to give you an update on this GameStop eBay takeover story. As far as I'm concerned, it's going to happen. eBay will be taken over by GameStop. It's only a matter of time. And there was a development that was talked about today. It's been released in the press. It's official. GameStop has increased its ownership of eBay. This announcement here popped up today. Let's see if this pops up. There it goes. This announcement came out. GameStop raised eBay stake following failed takeover attempt. I just get such a kick out of reading these stupid stories right now. Don't mind me. I'm just trying to find the right layout to kind of, share the screen here. Sorry about that. There you go. Over at Barron's, they released this. It's now about an hour ago, 40 minutes ago. GameStop raised eBay stake following failed takeover bid. Failed takeover bid? They're not done yet. They're not near done doing a takeover bid. They offered $125 a share. Board of directors said no, and it's now all of a sudden a failed attempt. It ain't over, baby. The music is still playing in the background. Our friends over at GameStop now own 6.5% of eBay, up from 5%. They increased their holdings by 30%. They're the single largest shareholder of the company by numbers of shares. I know what you're saying to yourselves. Some of you are criticizing me. Well, Bruce, they don't really own the shares. They own these call options and these derivatives. And, if the vote were held today by the shareholders, eBay would say that GameStop doesn't actually have all these shares. They have options on them and they can't vote that. True, absolutely correct, except for one little thing. And that is that before the shareholder vote gets called, before a tender offer is made by GameStop, they're going to convert all these options into stock. They're going to just exercise their options and hold approximately right now, I believe the number is 28.5%, 28.5 million shares of eBay will be held by GameStop. But I have more news for you. And this is now my opinion coming out, okay? All of this is my opinion. They're going to keep buying up more stock. The folks at GameStop are not going to stop at 6.5%. If you have any history with GameStop at all, and many of you do, because that's why you watch this old man with his white beard, you know that back in 2020 and 2021, when Ryan Cohen went out and started buying GameStop shares on the open market at about $5 a share, $6 a share. This is back in 2020, pre-split. So that would be in today's money, $1.25, $1.70 a share. He bought GameStop all the way up to what it was at that time, $16 odd a share, or what we would now say $4 a share. He didn't stop buying GameStop shares until he had over 14% of the stock. And of course, what he took off the street was free trading stock at that time. And as you will recall, of the 74 million shares outstanding, there were 71 million shorted. And all of a sudden, 14% of the company is held by one guy who now is an insider by the virtuous fact that he owns more than 5 and 10% of the company. Those shares were now automatically restricted from just instant trading because he's an insider and he made his intentions known to join the company and become eventually the CEO, chairman of the board. So if you think GameStop is finished buying up eBay stock think again, Chester. No, he's going to keep doing this. He's probably going to go up to 15%. I wouldn't put it past him to go to 15%. Then he'll launch a tender offer for the stock, and he'll only need 35% of the outstanding stock that he doesn't have to get 50.1% of the entire block. He then dominates the board of directors. He can now vote them all out of there. I mean, it's over. Okay, it's over. Wall Street knows it. They won't admit it, and they keep coming up with these cute little articles about, oh, there's a hole in his financing. He doesn't have enough money to complete the deal. Or what if the bankers won't follow through with the financing? A meme stock can't possibly be taken seriously. This is Wall Street's downfall. They're so full of themselves, and they're so righteous, and they're so convinced that they're right. They forget the fact that he took their bullets and their weaponry and is using it to buy this company. And there's not a damn thing eBay can do to stop it. The only hope eBay has is to find someone else to take them over at a better price. And then that way they can at least not have Ryan Cohen take them over. Of course, Ryan Cohen is going to say, oh, okay, let's say he gets to 15% ownership of the company, which would be 70 million shares, let's say, because there's 444 million out. 15%, 66, 67 million, rounded up to 70 million. He gets to 70 million shares, and his average price is like 105. He gets taken out because someone is coming in with a $130 all cash deal or a $140 all cash offer, 150, and it's both board of directors agree, and there's a $5 billion penalty if it doesn't go through. All this crap. GameStop will sell out for $150 a share and pocket $45 a share on 70 million shares. Thanks for participating in our little game here. This is fine. A profit of $45 a share times 70 million shares. I think that's $3 billion last time I did math. Profit for GameStop. Remember, it's a $10 billion meme company that now just made $3 billion not being able to take over eBay because they got outbid by somebody much larger. Fine. They're worth $13 billion. Meme stock, failing business, crazy kooky CEO just made a lousy $3 billion for GameStop shareholders. Okay. You think the stock's going to be under $32 a share? I don't think so. I think the share's going to be $35.40, which means that those warrants will be exercised at $32, which means another $2 billion in cash comes into the company. Now they're sitting on $15 billion cash. Is anyone out there listening to what I'm saying? Guys, this is going to happen. He's going to win. eBay shareholders are winners. Have you noticed a couple of things? First of all, let me show you a couple of charts. I'm so excited to talk to you about what's going on. I'm forgetting the fact that I put these charts together. I should show you this stuff. This is today's action as of a half an hour ago on GameStop, and I've highlighted this part of the chart here right there. Now maybe I can make that a bit better. Let's see if I can make it bigger. I'll put myself way down here, and no, that's not working. How about if I do that? I'm just a guy trying to make this work. Okay, I'm down here now. There you go. This is the chart as of an hour ago. Look at that spike in eBay. Look at it, went from 22.50 to 22.65.70. Look at all day what it's been doing. Look at what eBay has been. This is GameStop. Look what GameStop's been doing for the last week. Anybody out there paying attention to what GameStop has been doing for now a week or so? Let's take a look at this. There you go. Thursday, Friday, Monday. Look at that. Monday it popped. Tuesday higher. Wednesday it's higher. Here we go. It's not up $5 or $10 a share. I grant you that, but it's not falling to $15, $16. This isn't going under 20. This is going higher. Okay. Over on the eBay side of the equation, here's the eBay chart. This is the last 5 days. Look at eBay. Is there a single shareholder of eBay complaining about what's going on? Last Thursday, they were 110, 112. A week before that, they were 105. A week or two before that, they were 95 a share. They're now 118. New high for the year on eBay. Anybody, raise your hand if you're upset as an eBay shareholder. Is GameStop upset? No. I got a 125 offer, and they got 28 million shares, and this is going to go higher. And every time eBay goes up $1, GameStop is $28.5 million richer for every time it goes up $1. It's up $4 today, roughly. $4. eBay is GameStop is $4 a share richer, which is 100 and I know 2850 $102 million. So GameStop shareholders are $102 million richer today because eBay went up $4 a share. Is anyone out there paying attention? Let me see if I can make this go here. Just I got to get myself back on the screen. I can't stand not seeing myself. Yeah, Wall Street is so full of itself that they're ignoring the obvious. When the acquirer is buying up stock in the open market at 110, 111, 112, 113, 114. I don't care if they're buying derivatives. I don't care if they're buying call options. 115, 116, 117, 118. They're buying it up. They're buying it up. They're offering 125. Every dollar they get it for under 125 is a win for the GameStop Corporation as a whole, because the whole thing merged together into one. It's over. It's over. The CEO of eBay, has he bought a single share all this week, all last week, to say to the investors out there, we think the shares can go to 200 a share. We believe we're on the right track. I, the CEO of eBay, am buying up all kinds of stock? No. Any of the directors buying stock? Any filings? Have you seen any filings on the SEC documents that eBay directors and insiders and senior officers are buying up their stock? No, they're not buying up their stock. They're going to get taken out at 125 already. They know they're done for. They're finished. Start looking for a day job if you're over at eBay in a shaky position, because you're not going to be there much longer. Half the employees are going to be bought out. They're going to be let go. Yeah, it'll take 6 months, a year, but it's coming. eBay is going to be transformed. GameStop is going to be transformed. The two together are going to make a perfect fit. And who are the winners of this deal? 3 winners of this deal. 3. The shareholders of eBay, the shareholders of GameStop, the sellers of eBay. The most important people that no one talks about. The actual eBay sellers. If you're an eBay seller, you should be buying up your eBay stock right now. You should be buying up 5, 10, 20 shares, 100 shares, 200 shares, whatever you can afford. Buy eBay stock. If you're a GameStop shareholder and you want this deal to close without any question whatsoever, buy eBay stock, because it's going to go higher. And at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, if it is only the offer that GameStop has made that will be the final offer, so it won't be any less than that. It's $125 a share, half cash, half stock. You're going to get $62.50 a share in cash. So any of you out there buying $118 stock with your stockbroker on margin, and you're putting up half the money, which is what, $59, and your broker's putting up $59, you're going to get $62.50 in cash upon the merger. That'll pay off your margin debit. And you're going to get probably 2.5 to 2.75, 2.8 shares of GameStop. Now, the two might go higher, 120 on eBay and 23 on GameStop, and 125 on eBay, and 124 and 24, 25 on GameStop. And the ratio will be worked out. $62.50 divided by GameStop's price will tell you how many shares you're going to get. So you get 2.5 shares, 2.6, 2.7 shares. It doesn't matter. It's okay. You're going to do just fine as an eBay shareholder. Now being a GBay shareholder, because it'll eventually be merged into something. They'll probably still call it eBay. But there you go. I'm just a guy in front of a computer telling you, kids, you want to make money in this market, you got to do what the pros are doing. And the pros, someone's buying up eBay right now. What do you think's going on? Stock was 105, 106, 108. It's now 118. Hello. Have you figured it out? eBay is rising as Wall Street media is poo-pooing GameStop at every turn. And as all the pros from Dover on CNBC and Fox Business and Bloomberg and anyone else that comments on this deal, if they comment on it at all, Barron's and Market Watch and Wall Street Journal, all those guys, they're poo-pooing this deal. Oh, Ryan Cohen, he's a moron. He's never going to buy this company. He's buying this company. He now owns 6.5% of this company. The board of directors owns 0.64% of the company, not even 2/3 of a percentage point. Ryan Cohen out-owns them by a ton, and he's going to keep buying it up. He's got the dough. He has his personal dough. He can personally lend GameStop $3 billion from himself if he wanted to, on top of the money that GameStop has. It's all over, folks. It's going to happen. I will keep you posted. If you want to learn how to make money in this market using option strategies rather than buying stock, you can do this. You can buy deep in the money calls on eBay and write calls against your deep in the money calls on eBay. Same thing on GameStop. You can do credit spreads on GameStop and eBay all through this whole ordeal and beyond. But you need to know how options work. How do they go up and down in value? How do they get created? How do they die? All this stuff. You got to go to my website, stockmarketswithbruce.ca. Get your butt over there and check out my website. Here's the address down below. I just popped it up for you. It should be up there. That's my address. I'm out of Canada, so I have a CA web address. And you'll go to my homepage and you'll see me without the beard right here. And there he is, waiting to help you get richer. Good old Uncle Bruce on stockmarketswithbruce.ca. Click on where it says classes, and you'll be directed right into this tab right over here where you'll see me with that whiteboard behind me when it was brand spanking new. And attention students, classes are in session. And if you want to understand how to make money in the option market and possibly become a full-time option writer and quit your day job and quit all the other part-time stuff you've been doing and get away from your awful bosses and what have you, then start with class number 1. Take class number 1 and class number 2. These are 1.5 to 2 hours long. You watch them at your leisure. You can rewatch them as many times as you want, and you will learn how to buy calls and stocks and puts, and what are they, and how to write calls and puts. Why do they expire? What happens when they do expire? Why is it that stocks can sometimes go up and call options don't? All these anomalies and hidden rules, just like baseball. The hidden rules of baseball, there's the hidden rules of option trading. Here are lessons 3 and 4. Here's lessons 4 and 5. Take your time. Use this as a stay-at-home college course and become knowledgeable about how to become a real bona fide option writer. And don't let the market kick you around. You're going to learn how this game is played, and you're going to make money on top of the money you have. So many of you out there, it kills me how many millions and millions, hundreds of millions of dollars are out there among my viewers in stocks, ETFs, and other investments. And you could be writing options as an additional way of bringing in income while still holding your existing portfolio that you're sitting on. It's amazing to me how you can do that. You notice I'm up to class number, 10, 11, 12 now. There are 19 classes here, and they are a general overview of option writing strategies, option writing tricks of the trade, terminology, certain rules you have to follow, certain ratios you need to know. It's all here. Once you acquire a class, it's yours forever. You can watch them as many times as you want. And you will become the casino rather than be the gambler in front of a slot machine that another casino has. It's incredible to me how many people out there are buying and selling options just by trying to play options, and they don't realize that they're giving away gazillions of dollars to people who are going to take advantage of them. it just never ceases to amaze me. Look, if you find that you do know a little bit about option writing and you've done some option writing, but you want to kind of have a one-on-one with me instead, you want to sit down, talk to me, I can offer you an on-camera private consultation here where you can talk to me any old time. We'll find a time where we can arrange a session, and we'll find an hour and a half, and I will get together with you, and we'll have a chat about just what you need to know and how it all works. All you need to do is send me an email at my email address, and I will work with you to help you get through the maze and the craziness of how options work. I'm trying to right now literally move this thing out of the way so you can still see my mug. This is a new feature that StreamYard just told me about today. I can now actually take my photos and size them while I'm talking to you on the air. It's unbelievable. Anyway, look me up if you want to get a hold of me. You can you'll find my email down below, but here's my email address, brucefarman@hotmail.com. Here it comes, and you can just send me an email. Say, hey, Uncle Bruce, I'd love to do a one-on-one consultation. I know you charge $500 to do this, but you know what? For an hour and a half of your time, I think I'm going to get my money's worth. I'm going to tell you right now, you will get your money's worth in an hour and a half of my time, because we will go over your situation. There's been a change in your family's position. Maybe you're now the person looking after mom and dad's affairs. Who knows what? Your kids are growing up. I don't know. Look me up for a one-on-one. We'll see what we can do. All right, there you have it, folks. That is today's video. GameStop is going to take over eBay. That is a fact. That's the fact, Jack. And folks, kids, I'm going to tell you, it's happening. They're buying up more and more control. You'll probably get updates now every week with an additional number of shares that they have. Don't be surprised if they come out and say, yeah, we have 7.5%, we have 8%, we have 8.5%, we have 9%. We're buying up more and more of this company. Do not be shocked if this comes together. So there you go. That's the story. I'm sticking to it. I want to say thank you again for all your support. Thank you for the thumbs ups that you've been hitting these videos. Thank you for hyping these videos. If you can hype my video, oh my God, thank you. Subscribing, by all means, subscribe to this channel. And we'll keep you posted on developments here as GameStop keeps buying up eBay. And it's only a matter of time where they will own such a percentage of eBay that they'll rule the roost. And it's game over. Okay, guys? Thank you. Have a great day. We'll keep you posted, and we'll let you know what's going on next. All right. Bruce from Calgary saying bye for now.